Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Beth, for all of y'all that have never been here before, and for all of y'all that have been here many times before, welcome back. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you enjoy the video. Today is Watercolor Wednesday. Now, you're not going to see this until probably Thursday morning because I'm running a day behind, and such is life and things like this happens. But I hope you will still enjoy the video. And I've got a small little Temu order. I think there's 2 items in there, and so I'm going to go ahead and show you those, and then we're going to get started. I'm going to flip this around, and I am going to put this up here, hopefully okay, without any issue. I span it out. Okay, here we go. This is the small little, and I do think this has, I think this is watercolor stuff. So it came in at the perfect time. And no, I didn't do anything new to my hand. You remember when I had the 5 stitches? Of course, if you watch my channel, you do remember that. Well, and I went back about 12 days later to have the stitches pulled out. But they left a stitch in there. And I have been waiting for my body, which it naturally will. It pushed it out to the point where I could grab a hold of one of the ends. It was still in there, but the ends had already come out. So I took tweezers and I finally got the stitch out myself, but it's a little irritated, so I put some antibacterial cream on there and covered it up just because of that. But I think it will start healing really well now, since that foreign object is now out of my hand. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Needle pen micron graphic. Oh, okay. Let's see here. We're going to play for a minute because I just want to see what they're going to do. And I'm just going to get some paper over here. Let me just get, let's try this, because this is just paper that I play with anyway. So let's just flip this over. And I'm going to pull this up a little bit so you can see a little bit better too. I'm going to put that over here for right now. We'll get back to it in just a minute. But I want to test these out, and it won't take very long. I want to see, can add ink. What does that mean? See, it says can add ink. What does that mean? Needle pen. How do you add ink to it? Can add ink. How do you add ink? Okay. Okay. These will come in handy with watercolor. Oh. I had forgotten that I ordered those. Oh, yes, indeedy. And I'm going to do every one of them. Let me put them back in order, though, from the way I'm taking them out. Okay, that does not look like that. That looks like a straight up gray to me. Well, yes, it could be. Okay. It should be a brown. Yeah, it's just like a chestnut brown. Or probably a sienna brown. This is their, that's blue. Yeah, that's like a, it's not quite a navy blue, but it's a pretty blue. And here's another blue. And that is I'm not quite sure. And they probably have the color on them, don't they? Nope, they do not. It just says can add ink. What does that mean? That's a dark brown. This looks like it should be a maroon. Oh yeah. Okay, I really like the colors on these too, y'all. It's another blue. There's quite a few blues in here. One thing it does not have is a black. It's a brown. That could be a black. It's the light. I'm telling you, it looks different down here than it does. That's straight up orange. It does not have a yellow. And yellow is a primary color, so that's a poo-poo hiss for me. You cannot make yellow. They should have a yellow in here. So, yeah. It's a good thing I'm not reviewing it, because I would say, yeah, no, this is not good. It definitely needs primary colors in any set of anything. Should have, I mean, that's just basic colors. Everything should have a red, yellow, and blue. Anything that sells anything with color, they should always have a red, yellow, and blue. And there's nothing even close to yellow in here. But, I mean, they still work. But I am disappointed that there is no... Is that it? Yeah, it's 2 items. Okay. And I think this is just one brush. Just one brush, y'all. Nope. It's more than one brush. Oh, they're all different sizes. Now, they call these calligraphy pens. And I don't know if they'll work with watercolor or not. We're fixing to find out. If they don't, I think they'd work really well with ink. And they're not stiff like most brushes come. They do have a fine, and they're very soft. Oh, they are very soft. Oh, look at that edge. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Look. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to try these. Okay, that sort of melted on there. I don't say you do calligraphy with that big old fat one, but we're gonna try them. I don't think these are watercolors. Let me just take a fine little brush here. And make sure. Oh, and they most definitely are. Okay, these do. They're water-based. They're pigment ink. They say they're waterproof, but... Yeah? Does that look waterproof to you? Which is good. It actually is good, because if I'm going to be using... Oh, look at that. That is so not waterproof. Maybe when it dries, okay? You see how much... They're pigmented, because I'm pulling up a lot of color off of these and putting them over here. You could actually paint with these. Now, this paper is not good, okay? So don't judge the markers by the paper or the paintbrush. These are not true. Boy, that blue is just really... Okay. Well, let's get some good paper. I'm going to do a true, let's get some good, or some decent anyway. This is not bad paper. So let me get, that was the one that came with the set, the Artistro. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I think Artistro. So we're going to go ahead and pull, well, while we're using their paper, let's just use their watercolor. How about that? And I'm going to go ahead and just spray them all down. Yes, and I do have the horseshoe tape. Okay, and we're going to do a wet on wet for this part. And then we'll do wet on dry on the other part. I don't want water standing, but I do want it glossy. So you can see it glossy and it's bending the paper. See, that's how you can tell it's bending the paper. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to test out these brushes. And I'm testing it out to see how much color and water they hold. And they're actually holding quite a bit of watercolor in them. So, let's see what they do. Buster's down here. Okay. Let me see if I can get a leaf. Not so much. Okay. Max just ran down here to get the cat. Okay. I don't really see it being a real special. Okay, this is the big one. Let me just see how it glides really well, and it does hold a lot of water. And if it would be good for washes, okay, so it would be good for washes. But I don't want to take this whole section up because I want to test the other. So let me get most of that off. Okay. And I am going to wash that out really good. And I like this. Now it's a very lightweight. It's not a fancy brush at all. Very, very lightweight. Look, it almost looks like a pencil. I don't care. It's the brush that I'm, yeah, very, very organic and natural. So that tip is got me curious. Okay, so let's go with, oh, that's a pretty. Okay, I want to see how fine. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at the pigment that picked up. Oh, look at that fine line. Oh, this is going to be one of my favorite brushes, y'all. Oh, this is, oh my. Oh, okay. Let me get this color. Let's put some of this in. I want to see how close I can get. Oh, this is, oh, okay. I know you probably are thinking, why are you getting so excited over this? But it's the way that the brush is handling itself. And the way it holds, it's holding color so good. Oh, look, look. And it's just the lines. It's a, look, see? That is the same color and it's just coming down. This brush is awesome. And I really, really wish I'd gotten more. It is their calligraphy pens. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just saying. How much control I could get. And boy, you've got a lot of control with this brush. It holds a lot of paint and a lot of water. And I'm just going in and I'm adding more water. Oop. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh. And that's okay. We're not painting anything anyway. I'm just trying to see how it does with the lines. And I really, really like that. Actually. Ooh, look at that red. Look how it does that. It almost has a mind of its own. That is so cool. Yeah, I really like abstract where I'm not really doing anything. It's just shapes. And then sometimes I see something in it, so then I'll go with it. But other times, I'm just sitting here putting color on with lines. And boy, you can get some definite lines going in this. I mean, look at the... I know it doesn't look like much, but when you can do that with a brush, and it's holding so much color and so much pigment in this brush. Oh my gosh. And you see how much water it picked up? It picked up a tremendous amount of water with me just putting it in the jar. Okay, one more size, but oh, this is one of my new favorite brushes right here. It is. That's amazing. I'm going to stick that right over there for right now. Nope, I don't want it. No, I'll put it right here. Okay, and then we've got this one. Buster Boo, what are you doing? Okay. So, let's get it wet down here. It's already been wet, but it's sort of dried. So let's get it wet. And let's go with a brown. Boy, it picks up the color. This brush is holding. Can you see that? I'm going to see how long I can go without having to put the paintbrush back in the paint. Boy, okay, this is a lot, y'all. For a paintbrush to pick up, and I'm still going. I could still go. And I've done nothing but just put it in the water that I put down. Let's put more water. I don't want that much water though. But see, I just took some color off of there too, but that's okay. And I'm still getting color. I've not put it back in the color, and I am still getting color. I'm still getting color. I'm putting it up here because I'm wanting to show you how much I still have color in here. It is still producing color on that. These brushes hold an amazing amount of water and paint. Wow, this is just unreal right here. I don't think I've used a brush that holds this much water and paint. And I've got a bunch of brushes that I have bought since I started the watercolor journey. I wish I'd bought more of these. And it's still going and going and going. And I sound like the Energized Bunny commercial for the batteries. But, I mean, I still haven't put the brush back into the color once. I filled my brush up once with the color. I have yet to put it back in since the first original. And this is crazy. Let me see if I can still remove. Oh yeah, I can remove color. Oh, most definitely. There it goes. And then put it back down here. Yeah, this is incredible. I'm still playing with the same first initial. I'm going to clean it off. I'm going to see if I can't pull some color out of here. That's just wild. I'm going to try one more color, but that's just an amazing, and let's go with the blue. Let's go with the blue. Is that the blue that I really thought was pretty? I think so. And I didn't really load this up that. Oh, here we go. Look at the way that it just... Okay, I know, I have to stop. I'm just sort of getting lost in the... And I so see mountains in this now, and you could keep going. And I love watercolors. I don't know. I don't even begin to think that I really know what I'm doing with it, but I do know that I love playing with them. It's just two colors, and I love this brush. I love all these brushes. They're not fancy. I mean, they have absolutely nothing but the wood and the bristles. It's very lightweight. Feels like a pencil. Straight up. And they're called calligraphy brushes. And wow, I really, 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 really like those. There they are. Okay. Oh, I was going to show you. I don't think those are going to work good. Dry. Let's try this big old brush. That's dry. But I wet my brush. Okay. Let's go with this color. I'm not sure what this is. And that's on dry. That's still a lot of water. And the paper's dry. And you can get a good wash. If you're going to go back, you can pick up the color. So it's not pulling. Lots of water in this. Lots and lots of water. Let's see if I can do this and get it to dry brush. Now I'm going to get a paper towel here, and I'm gonna, can you see me do this? Okay. And I'm getting most of it off the brush. Can you see me? And hopefully I got enough off the brush. Yes, I did. You see where it's allowing white to come through? Now that is holding. I don't like the fact that it's holding that much. I have brushes that don't do that. What is this brush? A Fumui. But it probably serves its purpose for, oh, the hair's coming out. Yeah, I'm putting water. And then I'm going to put, I should go with red. Let's just see. Let's just put some color down. And let's get a pretty purple here. I'm going to let this dry, because I don't think I've ever just did this and let the colors dry. Now this is an awfully big brush, and it still holds a lot of water, and it's gonna muddy up the water. So we're gonna get away from this big brush. I would say use this if you've got a big background that you're trying to cover at one time. I think that would be the perfect brush, but it holds way too much water, and it's not, you know, I don't think I've ever used one of these. That's awfully big though. I'm going to go back to this one. And this is wet on dry, which means the your paper was dry when you put wet paint down. This brush is so soft it does not interfere with the paint up underneath, and that is amazing. Let's get some blue. It's the same color. Okay. I don't want that much, so I'm going to just do that to get some of that off of there, and to blend that more with water to get it a little bit softer. Okay. Now I wanted a true blue. I really could put a grain. Let's try a grain. Oh, this might be a mistake right here, but let's just go for it. I want to see how the colors blend. Much color, so I'm picking it up, trying not to disturb the other color that much. Zion is down here into something, and I don't know what he's into. Can y'all see anything? I see something in this already. I do see something in this. And this is what is so much fun to me, because I actually see. Oh yeah, this is Zion, are you stuck? Zion? I hope he's not stuck. Buster, are you trying to tell me Zion's stuck? Huh? Buster's up here. Are you trying to tell me that Zion is stuck over there? I can hear something. We'll go get him. Go help him. Go help your friend. I can't pick you up, sweetie. Go help your friend. Yeah. Go help him. Okay. What do y'all see in this? Do you see anything? You know, it may just be me, but I want to know, do you see anything in this? I so see it so clearly now, but I saw absolutely nothing until just a second ago. And then it was like, boom, okay. so wet. Let me get it dry. Try this. I'm not good at this, okay? So this is... Okay, let me get a gray. I don't want a lot of paint. Okay, let's get the point back. Yeah. Well, hey, Zion, are you okay? Did Buster go over there and help you get out? Yeah, Buster's pal, huh? You and Buster are super duper friends. They didn't used to be, though. That looks like a little house. Huh? Oh! Hey, look, I know my talent in it. It's not much when it comes to... I'm good at certain things. This is new to me too, y'all. I am so new to watercolor. I have told you that from the beginning. And I have not done anything off camera. Y'all need to... I've been tempted, though. And I'm thinking there's probably going to come a day pretty soon in the future that I am going to end up, because I just so enjoy it, and I know I can't do it all the time. I don't feel bad about doing a video tonight, because I did a jam-packed video last night with so much different things, and it was a haul video, and I poured so many of the new molds and Dollar Tree, and I showed you different ways of coloring, and so, you know, it's a give and take. And I'm hoping that it's on both ends here. Do you see it? Do y'all see it? Because I so see it. Now, this is not a small brush. I want you to see. This is not a small brush. And I painted that little bitty tiny building. And it looks really good. Not to toot my own horn, okay? But, yeah, I am proud of that. So, I am going to say, yeah, I sort of think that looks really cool. Now, I may mess it up trying to put a chimney on it. And I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to. But I so want to. But I think I'm going to put a door instead. Just a simple little door. And then I am going to try to take some of it away. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that alone. I never got to that, did I? And we're probably already. I do stuff like that I really like, and it's on scrap paper, and it's on, you know, I need to stop doing this, I guess, but it's all learning. It's all having fun, and it's all learning. And yes, I can get that to go back down. And I could cut that off, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it would do that. Let me get the color off of here. Do I have a big pair of scissors? I was actually sitting down when I did that, y'all. Maybe I need to sit down more when I paint, because normally I stand up. And I was actually sitting down when I was doing that. Maybe that's the difference, huh? Maybe my perspective is... There it is. Okay. So maybe I should... Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to sort of get the... Yeah, that worked. Okay. Okay. Now I know that I want, let's see. I think I want a different brush for this though. I don't know. We'll try. Okay. And then we're gonna try this color green. Okay. Let me. Okay. Let me dry that. Okay. And then we're going to come in here. And let's see if this works. We'll see if these hurt it or help it. Well, let me try it on this. Okay. I think it will be fine. I'm not putting it all the way around. I'm just highlighting it in certain areas. Just to highlight. Okay. Green. Oh, there's a green, but it's a chartreuse green. Is that supposed to be black? Let's see. I don't like these trays. I'm not good at doing evergreen trays. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Does it need a little bit of white? Yeah, probably. It needs a little bit. Of white highlight in certain areas. Let me blend that in though, because I don't want it to be so. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't think we're even going to get to this, are we? I will show you how, you see how it is right now. I will show you how I get that to lay back down. I just re-wet it. And I get a paper towel. I get all the water. And you have to make sure you re-wipe the paper where you're not just, it's gotta soak in to the paper in order for this to work. Normally I use a brush, but okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it in, and I normally put it in a book, but I'm going to put it in this right here. It's just, and I am going to put a paper towel on my paper because I don't want to ruin it, and then I am going to do this too, so where it's covered, and I will put it inside this, just like that, and I'll let it set overnight. You don't need to set it overnight, but I do. And sometimes I put, oh, I was going to show you this because I forgot to show this to you. You know, when I was at the thrift store, the Salvation Army thrift store, I kept going back and forth about something that was on the discounted shelf. And I don't think I showed it to you because I got it as I was checking out and I had already turned off my camera. I did go back and get this candle holder, and it is because it was only $1. I think it was $1, or was it $3? It was either $1 or $3. I don't remember which color ticket, but it was on the discount table. And I kept saying, oh no, but I want it, oh no. And I know y'all saw that. So I did want to show you this, that I did get this. Now it takes batteries. It doesn't work right now. It takes, and I'm going to have to clean that up really good. You see that? It's really nasty. But it doesn't, I'm not afraid of it. I think that's alcohol. Yeah, that's alcohol. And then I have these brushes right here. Yeah, I'm showing you. You see how nasty it is, so let's try to find it, see it clean. You know, I always worry, and I don't know if y'all do or not, but I always worry about certain things. And seeing a roach crawl out of it. Oh, now you want to talk about seeing me throw something away just as fast as I could get it out of my hands? Now, if that ever happened, oh, you better believe. But, of course, I'm killing the roach first. I cannot stand those things. My husband was a pest control operator for, I don't know, so many years. Yes, Dan was a hairdresser and a pest control operator. You come to your house and kill bugs and do your hair. And he also was a bodybuilder. And no, this is no lie. I mean, you know, we're old now, okay? But when we were younger, on his birthday every year, he would, his goal was to still be able to bench press his own weight. And one year he hollered at me, he said, "Hey, honey," he said, "come over here and spot me." Well, I really did not know what that meant. Okay, I did not know. I'm getting up in here to make sure there ain't nothing up in here, okay? So I said, okay, sure. So I went over there and stood behind the weight bench where he proceeded to pick up, oh, I don't know, he picked up his weight, which was 220 at that point. And he said, "Would you put another 10 pounds on each side?" I said, "Sure." And so I put another 10 pounds. Well, he was still on the bench. He wasn't holding it up, of course. The weight bar was sitting on the bar thing that it sits on. I don't know what it's called. And so he bench pressed that, which would have made it, what, 20 more pounds, so it would have been 240. And then he said, "Well, okay," he said, "well, go ahead and put those on there." And I didn't pay any attention, okay? I had all the faith in the world in Dan. I knew that he knew what he was doing, and so I didn't think anything about it. So I knew they weighed a little bit more than what those 10 pounds weighed, but I went ahead and did it. And he ended up, before it was all said and done, he ended up bench pressing 320 pounds, and he did it 15 or 20 reps, and boy, the last 2 reps, I didn't think he was going to make it. I said, "What is a spotter supposed to be doing?" He said, "A spotter is supposed to be able to take the weight if I can't." I said, "Don't you ever, 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 in your whole entire life, ever ask me to be a spotter again, because you know I couldn't, and I'd sit there and watch you be crushed to death." And I never did. He found it amusing. I, on the other hand, did not find it so amusing. But he did not ever ask me to spot him again. But his arms were so big, we had to buy him special shirts because the circumference of his upper arms were just too big for his size. The sleeves wouldn't fit. Yeah, I'm going to have to repaint this, but that's okay. But I did want to see if it worked. See, I got all that. It doesn't look too bad anymore. I got all that out. It didn't take much. It does not take, some people wouldn't touch this because it looked nasty. It did look nasty. But, it's just dirt. Dirt's everywhere. course, I am using alcohol, which is definitely a disinfectant. And I am using that to clean. But it does not take much to clean stuff like this. So, I mean, you know, my Watercolor Wednesday turned into just a practice run. And now showing you something that I got on my Thrifting Thursday and showing you how I cleaned something, a battery. We did this once already, but that was real nasty. It had battery acid, and this one was just dirt. And I was going to see if I had... Oh, I do. Oh, well, I did have. That way we can see if it works. Boy, I was cold when I came down here earlier. And so I put a sweater on, and now I am burning up. But I did turn the air off, which is probably a mistake on my part. Am I doing this wrong? No, it does go that way. Oh, no, it doesn't. I am doing it wrong. Oh. There it goes. Nope. It still doesn't work. Oh, poo-poo. Why is it not working? It's not working. It looks clean to me, so I mean... I'll look again. But there's no reason why it shouldn't be working. Well, it's not working. Oh, I wonder if I can get it out and see if the wires are cut or something. That would be stupid, huh? But I would have to take that out in order to see. And this does not come apart. No. Well, you know, you take that chance. But there's not anything that shouldn't be, that should stop it in the battery part of it. It looks like the wires are off. Unless these batteries are bad, but these are new batteries. They came right out of the... See, the thing is I can't tell if it's off or on. Okay, well, if these don't work, then what I'm going to do is, not on camera, but I will take this out. I don't have the tools down here to take it out. And y'all would be freaking out watching me take this thing out of here. Y'all get upset when I use the anything sharp. I don't know. I don't know if I can, to be quite honest. And if I can't, then there's not really anything I can do with this. If I can't get this out. Well, I could break this. I could go outside with the tile and I could shatter that. But I don't really want to shatter that. So I need to get this out of there. And then I can do what I need to do. Since it's not going to work. Well, poo-poo. Okay. Well, I showed it to you. And now I figured out that I don't think it works. So I should have listened to my instinct. My very first instinct. It's like, nope, you don't need it, don't get it. Nope. I didn't listen. Okay, we are not going to do this tonight, but I will show you what I had planned on doing, because it is already, yeah, an hour and 15 minutes, and we did a little bit of watercolor, and so it's okay. I was going to paint, I know this is a mirror, but I was going to stain this. I don't want to paint it. I was going to stain this. And I was going to paint a picture over here, which I'm sure you saw this. I put my washi tape, and I wanted a little bit of border. So that's the reason why it's done that way. Oh, let's not see me, my ugly neck. I wanted a border, even though I wanted the border to show when it was in the frame. So I taped that off, and I was going to paint a picture to put in there, and I was going to just put it on top of the mirror. And then, because these frames, and I got these at Salvation Army, they are solid wood. They're probably handmade, but these were just put in here, and then with glue around there to keep them in. I will probably get, instead of doing that, I will probably get little pin nails or picture nails. I don't know what you call them. They're little bitty, and you hammer them in before, while this is out. You put one here, one here, one here, one here. Yeah, 2 on each side. And then when you put it down, you can actually push those down. There's only one way that this will go in, yeah. Then you can actually push them down to hold this in. And then I am going to put a hanger. And it's going to be I may have to use a little bit of putty, because these look awfully big, and I don't want to put those big things. But the little eye screws. And then I'll put wire there to hang it up. And I really wanted to finish one whole thing on Watercolor Wednesday, but I got distracted, and that happens. And I will probably do it off camera, and I'll just show you the completed thing. Okay, I am going to end this because I know most of y'all don't like the watercolor, and that's okay, but I'm going to continue doing it because I love doing it, and I have to do what I'm passionate about and what I love, or it's going to come through, and you're not going to enjoy watching anything that I do that way. So this is my time, but I still share it with you. And I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up like button for me. Oh, before we go, I had this here. I wanted to show you something. Now you can have them any size you want, and I am going to make me all different sizes and shapes of these because they are incredible for when you start painting. And only if you're going to be painting do you need this, okay? But to get a perspective, if you're outside, say you want to take your watercolors and you want to just go for a ride and go out in the country to escape from all the stress, and you see something and you think, oh, I wonder if I could paint that. You take whatever shape you have, whatever size you want, you put it up to what you're looking at, and it will focus. It puts everything into focus for you. It makes you take your eyes away from everything else, and this little, like, you see, it makes you, that's not a good example. Let's see. That's a good example. You can move it around. Oh, I'm sorry. You can move it around, and you can change what the focus is. And it gives you the perspective that you need. And these are wonderful. Now, this is just a mat, but you can make your own out of cardstock. Sorry, I have got all these. Okay. And they don't have to be perfect, okay? You can cut a circle and have a circle. So if you want to do something in a round frame, or if you just want a little rectangle, or if you want to do mini pictures, if you want to do a bigger picture, it just gives you the focus. Okay, let me see. Like when you look at that, you see it all. You see everything. And you're not quite sure about the perspective there, because your eye is going everywhere. Now you can turn it that way. You can move it around. Or you can do it this way. These are wonderful tools to have and to use in any form of painting, whether it's watercolor, acrylic, oil, that doesn't matter. Or even drawing. This is a great tool, an easy, inexpensive tool to make it easier for you. Okay, once again, I'm going to say thank you for joining me. I'm going to ask you to hit that thumbs up like button, and let me know in the comments what you thought about the video, and or how your day is going, or what kind of art you're doing today, or just anything. But leave me a comment. Let me know that you're watching and where you're from, and just how your day is going. Thank you again, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I do feel very blessed. I'm very, very thankful. Alrighty, and with that, I'm going to say good night. This is Wednesday. Tomorrow, if it does not storm, we do plan on going to the Salvation Army and do a thrift store. And if that does happen, then I will be doing a Thursday thrift store haul. And that will probably come on Friday, because I'm running a day late right now. I'm hoping that I will get caught up and it will get back on schedule. That would be wonderful. Alrighty. Thank you again, and have a blessed night. Bye-bye.